We'll get started with the episode here in a second. We had tons of camera problems this time, guys. After this episode filmed, I went in the office and ordered a brand new camera. We wanted to upgrade cameras, but we ordered one we could afford. If you want to hit the three dots and the thanks button and send us something, I appreciate it. You've been generous in the past. We still never raised enough money to buy one good camera. We already spent more money on another camera than what's been donated, but we're trying to provide you the best quality product we can. Not everything filmed. We're sorry, but here's what I put together, what we do have. Here we go.
Welcome back to the Compressor Guru. This is part 2 of the 9,000 teardown.
That's correct. Thank you, Val.
Take it away.
That's correct. Thank you, camera wife. Wow. Hi, folks. No pain pill today. I'm feeling much better. We're going to finish tearing this down. We're going to show you a couple things we really got to look at, and then we're going to do an estimate, and hopefully we're going to be rebuilding this in a long series. Here we go. We're right where we left off. I did remove these bolts to knock this cylinder off because they are in with the sealant and they're very difficult to turn out. It just took a lot of time. Pop this cover off. Easy peasy. We're going to take our connecting rod caps off the connecting rods, and we're going to zoom in and watch this because we couldn't see it from the other side because we had to do all our work through this handhold. Now we can see what we're doing here. Very simple. It is an Allen wrench. It is an Allen screw, cap bolt. Go.
Good thing you took that bottom plate off, huh?
Now, we're going to go over a couple things here.
Try go back a little bit.
The parts book shows us that the bevel, I'm going to take that out. The parts book shows us that the bevel goes next to the crankshaft on the journal. But with these rods, I'm wondering if that was an older book where they only beveled one side of it, because both of these have an angle on them. So the parts book tells you there's a bevel. With this model anyway, the bevel's on both sides, and the bevel's supposed to go against the crankshaft, or against the journal wall. Now, I'm going to be very careful when I lay this down. I'm going to put it over here like that, so that I know what way it goes on this rod when I take this rod out. Okay, let's do the other side. Let's go a little bit further. Once again, we're taking great care to, and I'm leaving that bolt in, we're taking great care to make sure we know what way it came out, and the bolt will actually go which side of the rod it goes on. So,
Well, what do those bolt to in there? Is that other part just stationary, or?
Do you take it out too?
it's coming out.
Oh,
It's a connecting rod, and it'll be coming out with the cylinder, and then we're going to put the caps back on. So we're going to take our wonderful tool. I left one bolt in. We're going to take our highly technical tool.
No kitchen knife is sacred.
I should patent this and sell it to Snap-on. You can pay $400 for it.
Yes, but does it have the letter S on the handle?
If it said Snap-on, this would be $400. Okay. Now,
That's the other half of those things.
yep, this is the rod, and this is the cap, and it came off like that. So it's going to come up over, go on like that.
Don't you need to put the other thing in there?
Nope.
That liner?
That liner is an insert, and we will. That liner is called an insert. It's the rod bearing, and we'll replace it.
Oh.
And remember, I kept the bolt in the position so I knew where it went. Believe it or not, I flipped that around the correct way. Okay?
It's your story. You can tell it any way you want.
Okay. Oh. There's the piston, the low pressure. There's the high pressure. And we'll check the wrist pins here shortly. Before before we pull the crank out, just because these are out, and we're going to pull the piston pins out, which is very much like some other brands. I know I'm in your way. Take and use our snap ring pliers. And I'm going to try to cheat and see if we can push it out. And I think I can. Let me grab a little hammer and it just occurred to me, if I was that Generation 1000 robot from the Terminator, I could grow another arm and hold the other side of this while I'm hammering with the third arm. Very interesting. I'm going to have to contact Saylor Beall because my parts book says this is supposed to be a bushing.
And what is it?
It's a roller bearing,
Oh.
a needle bearing.
Is that what you just got out of there?
No, I pushed the pin out.
Oh.
I pushed the wrist pin out, and the wrist pin has considerable wear.
Let me zero in on it for you.
Why don't you zero in on that for me? That is a lot of wear, especially for a roller bearing. You can feel it.
Well, that's not an additional piece in there?
No, that's where the whole thing should look like this silver part outside. That's very badly worn.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, for me it looks like there's another whole piece there.
okay.
Huh.
So, definitely new new needle bearing and new wrist pin for this side. We'll set that aside and do the low pressure one. I have to wonder if the low pressure one has bushing and not a needle bearing.
Maybe you can push this one through with your fingers.
I hope so.
I think I can, but okay.
I think you're crazy. More needle bearings.
How come?
I don't know. I got the wrong parts book, I'll tell you that.
So do you think, well, that's why they would have made a mark on the other one. They go right around it.
Yeah, but this is a pressure-fed machine, and that should be almost a non-wearing part.
So it's not just me you argue with. You argue with people that aren't even here.
Yeah.
And you think I'm the crazy one.
And we've got some wear marks on this one.
Gee. Do you think I...
First thing we're going to do is we're going to take the breather tube off. But I want to show you something that's really cool about this, because I've never seen a breather with a replaceable filter. This is a Solberg. So some muscle-bound factory worker took JB Weld and put on the threads of that tube. It's out. And in all honesty, it didn't really have to come out, but we like disassembling and making sure everything's clean before we go back together. So I'm going to go push this back up over. So we're going to take these couple Allen bolts out right now, and then we'll take the larger bolts out. We're tearing apart the oil pump side because we want to make sure we get the oil pump out away from the crankshaft, because there's a drive that connects the oil pump into the end of the crankshaft. So we could possibly pull it. We want to make sure we get the drive out of the crankshaft. There we go. Okay, impact time.
We're wondering.
So that cap holds our strainer in. And I would say our failure in our bearings is probably from starvation, oil starvation. Do you see how clogged that is? That is very dirty. From our video of autopsy of a dead compressor where Quincy tossed its guts. This looks like it was starving for oil down through here. It was only getting a little bit here.
But look how nice that gasket looks.
Think we ought to reuse that gasket?
Yes, by all means. Why replace a gasket? Just kidding.
That's a steel gasket. Okay, we're going to lower the machine down. I guess I'm supposed to get up. My break's over. She turned the cameras back on. Friends, I don't ask very often, and some of you have been very generous and sent some money in, but we've been wanting to upgrade cameras for a while. We haven't got enough thanks. Any money you do when you click the thanks button on our channel, all that money goes into a camera fund, and we are having camera problems today. We're down to one camera because that camera, I don't want to use the dirty words. Anyway, so what we're going to do, we're going to pull the crank out. It's heavy enough for sure, but I already made sure the key is out, and we're going to pull it out through the seal housing, and it's just a matter of horsepower. And it's out. We got two more very small things to do. I'm going to take the seal housing off, and I'm going to take the eye off. I'm going to move the crankshaft out of the way to do it. Earlier, we showed you it looks like it has oil in it, and it doesn't.
Specialty tool time.
It's so special. So it looks like it has oil in it, don't it?
Lower it.
It looks like it has oil in it, don't it?
Uh-huh.
That's a stain.
Tilt it toward me. Thank you.
I don't think they ran it out of oil, but we're going to try to clean that. If it won't clean, we've got to replace it.
Okay.
This is the seal housing. No, we don't have pet seals. This should not be glued on. Nope. That's a gasket. This is the shim. It's off the other side, and I'm going to have to do some research to find out if this is bright yellow because it's one thickness or another. I got research to do. Anyway, we've got an estimate to do. We're going to look over all the roller bearings, and we're going to finish the tear down of the parts you haven't looked at. So this is just like the other one. This is just like the other one. These dark streaks that you can see are too deep to put a standard ring back in here. I can feel them with my fingernail, and you can almost hear them. The hone marks look beautiful. We would re-hone it and use this cylinder, except those vertical scratches have toasted this machine, so we actually need to replace both sets of cylinders. Let's look at the high pressure side. And I can see the same marks in there. I don't have the room to put my hand in there and show you, but I can see the same marks in there.
Okay.
The tear down for the channel. We appreciate you. I hope you learned something today. It's part of the reason we do this. The other part of the reason we're doing this is, by the way, we sell parts. Camera wife, do you have anything to say?
I think I've said just about everything I can.
What about the other camera?
Oh, I'm going to have words with the other camera
Yeah.
as soon as I sign off on this one, so we might only be shooting with one camera for a while, because the other one might lose the battle. But I'm hoping to be able to doctor it.
And the one we're talking into is the one that normally gives us trouble. Bye.
Have a good day. God bless.